for encouraging as many people as possible to get their hands into the garden, for organising an iconic annual event that brings together the gardening community. Representing the Marlborough district, we now hear from Garden Marlborough.
Kia ora, good morning everyone. My name's Alistair Soman and I'm the Mayor of Marlborough. Garden Marlborough, a garden show created by gardeners for garden lovers, showing how we enjoy the good life at the top of the south. We've had 21 years experience of throwing open the garden gates of Marlborough, and now we have an event that's blossomed into one of our biggest weekends. Creative people, passionate gardeners, genuine volunteers. Our garden showcase has created a whole new nationwide fan base for Marlborough. And every one of our garden show visitors leaves Garden Marlborough having made new friends and a little bit of love with the gardens and the landscapes which are special to our region. Now I'd like to introduce Julia and Tim to tell you the Garden Marlborough story.
Thank you, Alistair. That quote, "Mighty oaks from small acorns grow," rings true for Garden Marlborough, which, like all good things, grew from very humble beginnings. In 1993, a small group got together keen to put Marlborough on the gardening map and promote gardening to a wider region. 22 years later, the event has matured into a 4-day springtime celebration, selling over 3,000 tickets and with visitors coming to Marlborough from far away as the UK and the USA. An international keynote speaker kicks off the festival each year, and the workshop series brings together experts who generously share their knowledge on a wide range of topics, from the basics of garden design, pickling and preserving, flower photography, beekeeping, you name it, we've done it. We have 6 different bus tours carrying visitors to all 4 corners of our province to experience the natural beauty Marlborough has to offer. Our Saturday night garden party is a chance for visitors and locals alike to relax and socialise, and for us to thank the community for their support. In the years that the weather gods have not been kind to us, our guests still show up in glad rags and gumboots ready to party. And the Sunday Garden Fete is a huge day for Marlborough. With over 200 stalls and crowds of up to 8,000 people, it's a great way to bring the festival to a close. So here's a snapshot of our 2014 event.
This one's going down the sound, the next 2 go over the arbitrary. It'll be lovely down there.
Wonderful. Time. How do you tell when an artichoke's ready to go?
That smoked goat's cheese is really nice and soft. The rest is good. Gosh, the flavour's good. And it makes me feel nice.
Is that okay? So you've got to be able to... Thanks. And you...
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Lynn, and we're from Hospice Marlborough, helping out for Garden Marlborough, and it's a lot of fun.
We're a group of volunteers from Nativity and delighted to help Garden Marlborough.
It's a huge thing for the community. It brings a massive amount of money, fills up the bars and restaurants, fills up the motels and hotels, and if it wasn't for the volunteers, none of these things would work.
And our focus this year is the fruit and produce of the earth. It's a lot of work, but it's rewarding when it all comes together, and it's been a great opportunity to give back to the community.
I've loved it. It's fantastic. Adrenaline rush city. Tonight I'm volunteering here, and the money raised goes to hospice for having the waitressing staff on tonight.
It's a wonderful scene. I'm very proud to be part of it.
Our winner for this year. Congratulations.
Go the Lions.
What an absolutely fabulous day. Sun shining, typical Marlborough. Go Garden Marlborough.
We've been running for 21 years, and you know, we couldn't have managed that without the support of the tremendous band of volunteers we've had over those years. It's just wonderful.
I'm having the time of my life in Marlborough. Why don't you come down and join us? Cheers.
We love Garden Marlborough, and we'll be back. We'll come back.
We've had a great time at Garden Marlborough. We'll see you next year.
Go Garden Marlborough! Yes, fantastic day.
From the outset, Garden Marlborough was always going to be more than just a garden show. It's more like Marlborough on show and hosted by the whole province. People volunteer their time to go and pick up special guests from the airport and personally look after them. Each of the workshops has a volunteer host. Each of the 40-odd tour buses has a well-informed volunteer guide to help everybody. Each of the bus loads is welcomed at the gardens by the garden owner. It's more like treating everybody as though they're personal guests. Garden Marlborough provides information about gardens and gardening. Not only have we organised around 200 educational workshops and presentations over 21 years, we've also assisted schools creating edible gardens, orchards, provided shade trees, and organised children's competitions. More recently, we've established a scholarship for tertiary students studying horticulture. Hundreds of volunteers make Garden Marlborough possible. Some help individually and some help by providing their time to community groups. Lions, Rotary, Hospice, Cancer Society, Volunteer Fire Brigade, Kindergarten, several schools and churches to name a few. The volunteers complete over 3,000 hours per year, and those jobs range from everything from helping with the organising committee to cleaning up the rubbish after the event. And in many cases, the same volunteers do several jobs. Over $200,000 has been raised through volunteers creating artworks, which have been auctioned at the annual garden party. Proceeds have gone to creating gardens at the hospice, at the art gallery, at the airport, and several schools. We had 150 people turn up in the middle of winter, people of all ages, Mayor included, and planted a number of trees around the area. Over 2,000 trees have been planted in Marlborough as a result of Garden Marlborough. Businesses have been very supportive. They organise shop window displays, and one business organised a big floral display in store, and that makes up his biggest weekend turnover of the year. The District Council have been very supportive in providing parks for the fete and flying banners throughout the region leading up to the event. Garden Marlborough has helped enhance the environment by organising garden awards every year. Categories include Best Long Street, Best Short Street, Best Garden in the Street, Best Commercial Garden, Best Hospitality Garden, Best Seniors Garden, and Best Rest Home Garden. The seniors always like their garden judged around morning tea time because volunteer judges can often be tempted by baked bribes with jam and cream on top. We've helped create regional pride. When you see people ganging up in their streets to help each other tidy up their gardens, when you see the shops greening up their window displays, when you see a farmer mowing along the side, mowing the roadside, not only outside his property, but along the whole length of the road, and when you see a council gardener using a divider type tool to ensure that the edge of the flower beds in Seymour Square are absolutely perfect, you know Garden Marlborough is coming to town. Thank you. I'd just like to apologise to the Western Bay of Plenty for the message on the back of our shirts.